Hi badminton fans, and welcome to test number 692, the Apacs Edgesaber 10. Availability is fairly good. You can buy it via our website www.badminton-racket-review.com. So who are we and what do we do? We test badminton equipment like strings, shuttlecocks, shoes, and of course lots of rackets. Over 750 in actual fact rackets tested on our site and in great detail like you've never seen before. If you go to our website and go onto the eZone, you can sign in and see all this information for free. You can also advertise your club for free, and you can also advertise any forthcoming tournaments for free. We do ask of you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our website, press the like button, and if you can afford it, please do donate whatever you can so we can keep our work going forward. Thank you. Or you can buy it from Badminton Bay using discount code BRR5 for your exclusive Badminton Racket review discount. We are selling this racket currently at £37 plus shipping. So let's go on to specs. Now, according to Apacs, this is a 4U racket in weight. For 4U weight, the balance point is roughly even, slightly head light perhaps, 285 plus or minus 3 is what they say. It comes with a G2 grip and maximum string tension, as we know with Apacs, 38 pounds, absolutely massive string tension. I'm not sure if anyone will ever actually string to that tension. The shaft stiffness, I'm reluctant to say, is 8 to 9. I don't really, we never really understood what 8 to 9 means. If 8 to 9 is out of 10, it means it's very stiff. If it's out of 20, not sure. I assume it's 10. 8 to 9 is what is written. Anyway, I'm just quoting what's written. And the racket is made in China. Now, the eZone specs show this racket to weigh 90.3 grams. That's as you see it here right now with the string and grip. It's slightly head heavy. 303 mil means that the weight is bearing just a little bit in this direction, and it's a flexible shaft. The shaft is actually very flexible. When you're playing with a racket, it feels medium in weight. It doesn't feel super light, and it doesn't feel one of the super heavy rackets. It feels medium. Given it's weighing 90 grams, I think that's probably fairly accurate. It feels medium stiff. It doesn't feel like it's too flexible or too stiff. The shaft, it feels fairly medium, but the airspeed feels pretty quick. It feels like it has good airspeed. Certainly, given the overall weight of the racket, I felt it felt quick in the air. So how does this racket play? Let me just switch screens for a moment. It offers, because of the shaft stiffness, the overall weight, it offers very good repulsion. So you do get good repulsion off the racket. With minimum effort, you get fairly good flight from the shuttle. So that's going to be very good for beginners, for intermediate players. So, you don't have to have the perfect technique. As long as you make contact at some point with the racket, it flies. It also tested fairly well in overhead shots like clears. Its smash power isn't massive, but easy to time them. Sweet spot is fairly large, so it was fairly easy to time smash shots. Clears came off fairly quickly too. I would say that just looking at the overall test results here, overall it's actually not a bad racket. Where I think it lacks any kind of finesse is in the control area, where you really do struggle to get decent control from the racket. Sometimes you're not really sure where the racket head is, so you don't get the kind of control you're expecting. You don't get the tightness that you're expecting. But outside of that, it makes life pretty easy. At £38, if you're a beginner and you don't want to spend too much money and take too much risk, it's a good racket. It's a thumbs up. If you're an intermediate player who plays a nice all-round game, as long as your drop shots are going over there, they don't need to be super tight, I think this is a really good bet. It's going to be a thumbs up. Now, if you want to hear our full in-detailed review, you need to go to our website, which is now free of charge, as you already know, so no complaints there. You'll see all the specs. You'll see the members only video, which will detail the playability of the racket in greater detail there. you have the availability. I'm going to leave you shortly with a design video just so you can see the design. This is actually the red version of it. The original one we tested was a white version, but currently we only have, I think, the red ones in stock in the UK for European shipping. One last request we would ask you, obviously, if you do know anyone who sells badminton rackets, because 2020 was such a bad year for badminton, we would like to support the worldwide network of suppliers and make equipment more available throughout the world. If you know people who sell badminton equipment that have a website, please do email us, leave a comment, WhatsApp us with information of that company, and we'll be happy to get in touch and collaborate with them to recommend them to people, because there's so many, 123 countries we have members from now. We don't have enough people supplying the rackets, and it is going to be a lot easier to ship rackets out locally than it is constantly shipping it out from us, in this case from Malaysia with Badminton Bay. It'll be much easier if we can find more people who will ship these rackets out for us. Thank you again for the love. Thank you again for attending this video. Thank you again for liking and subscribing. We'll see you on the next one.